So a few days ago, a story about an 11-year-old boy from Texas dying of hypothermia actually came out. And upon this story coming out, it has now been released, more news has been released, that the family of this child is actually filing a lawsuit against power companies of Texas. Now, first off, I want to say rest in peace to this kid, okay? This child obviously didn't deserve what happened to him. He had no control over what was going on in this situation because, like I said, he's a child. But now this story has further developed, I guess, and the parents, the family of this child have came out, and they are now saying that they are going to sue the power companies of Texas because of the loss of their child. Now, I'll go ahead and I'll be brutally honest with y'all, even though being brutally honest with people hasn't had the most positive impact in my entire, in my life, but I'll be brutally honest with y'all. And I'm going to say this first. It's not that I'm not trying to be sympathetic for the child or the family of this, but to be honest, it's not the fault of the power companies. Because just at least think of it like this, okay? So this winter storm was all over the news. It was all over the news. I got notifications on my damn phone regarding this whole storm. I seen it posted up on social media. I even got on there and I looked at my weather app to just look and see how cold it was going to be one day. And it popped up and said, hey, winter storm, advisory or whatever. And I even clicked on that or, tapped on that on my phone, right? And it popped up and it said, hey, look, power outages are, very likely to happen. So be prepared for that. It said that this storm was going to be bad. Freezing temperatures, roads were going to be bad. Ice all over the road, as a matter of fact. Like, I was told that it was going to be an incredibly bad storm. And guess what? It was. It was. And they said in the post that I was reading, be prepared. That's coming from a straight up weather station. And then not only was it coming from a weather station, hell, I even got on Facebook and people were posting up saying, hey, look, be prepared for this. This is going to be bad from what I've been told. And then, getting on there and not only seeing people posting up about it, but there were news stations that was posting up about it too. There were news stations. Hell, I even seen it on YouTube. Like, come on. You can't tell me that you was not aware that there was going to be a big winter storm. And then this family has the audacity to blame the power companies, even though that there were strict warnings all across the board saying, hey, look, be prepared for power outages. Be prepared to have some heat at hand, some way, somehow. Maybe a propane heater or something. I don't know. Have some way to heat you, your family, and your house during this, because this could get bad. And guess what? It got bad. And, like I said earlier, it's not that I'm trying to not be sympathetic towards the child and his family, but to be totally honest, his death could have been prevented had the parents just been prepared for the situation, or even if they wasn't prepared for the storm to be as bad as it was, they could have went and they could have stayed at a friend or a family, another family member's house. They could have. It's not that I'm trying to be disrespectful to this kid, because this kid's death could have been prevented had his family just, done something. Now, at the end of the day, I really genuinely believe that this is not the fault of the child. This is not the fault of the power company. This is the fault of the family themselves. This could have all been prevented had they just simply been prepared, or hell, even if they wasn't prepared beforehand, they could have just went and stayed with a close friend or a family member who actually had some sort of heat source to keep them and their family warm. Not trying to be disrespectful in any way, just simply trying to be truthful. So I'm going to call it here, guys. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you guys enjoyed this, please go ahead and smash like. It'd be super greatly appreciated. I love y'all. Stay beautiful. Do not go ugly on me either. And I'll see you in the next one.